it's your girl Chula. Welcome to my channel, Hooked on Houseplants, where I invite you, yes, you, and you, to get hooked on houseplants too. All right? All right, y'all. So today it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be talking, okay, sharing my feelings about certain things. So if you don't feel like hearing me talking today, then this may not be the video for you, and that's okay. Okay, so things that I try to avoid doing on my channel and things that I try to practice. Okay, that is the thing for today. These are my opinions. This is my point of view. So just putting that out there, so you take what you can take from this video and just throw away the rest if you choose to do so. Okay, so number one, I try my hardest not to talk too much. Okay? It's okay to pause. It's okay to take a break, to come up for some air, to get your thoughts together. That it's okay. You don't have to, or I don't feel like I have to fill in any gaps of silence, if I'm making sense. Now, I do realize that some people talk a lot because they're nervous. It can be a sign of nervousness, and I get it. I get it because, you know, some of you, not me, but some of you have thousands upon thousands of followers. So, you know, it can be intimidating sometimes knowing that all of these people are watching you, and it can make you feel nervous. And so it can make you feel like you have to talk without pausing. Okay? But I myself, by nature, I am not a talker. Yes, I do talk, but I don't consider myself one of those people that talks too much or a whole lot. My husband actually talks more than I do. So by nature, I'm not a talker. I know for myself, when someone is talking too much, it can be annoying for me. Now, there are some exceptions. There are some planty YouTubers who they talk a lot. They do talk a lot, but I'm able to still watch them because their tone of voice is pleasant and I enjoy their content, and they're not talking in a monotone. You know, they're still adding feeling and warmth in their speech. But some people, and I'm not trying to step on any toes, some people just ramble, just, and I have to turn off their channel, okay? And that's just me. That's just me. That's just something that that can be annoying to me that I try to avoid. Let me know down in the comments, y'all, how y'all feel about that. Is that a turn off for you when people talk too much on their channel? It may not bother you at all. I'm just speaking for me and what I try not to do because I don't want to be annoying to other people. Now, you can't please everybody. I mean, Jesus was perfect. When he came to the earth, he was a perfect man, and he still could not please everybody. So, okay. So, yeah, let me know how you feel about that. But I personally feel like it's okay to come up for air. Okay, it's okay to take a pause, or, you know, it's okay. It's okay. All right. Next thing, I try not to be boring. Now, my idea of boring may be different from what your idea of boring is, but I think we pretty much know what I'm talking about. I try not to be dry, I guess, is what I'm saying. And if you notice, I do add clips to my videos. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something about those clips. I do that for humor and to make my content a little bit more interesting. But when it comes to editing, y'all, that is one thing I cannot stand editing. It takes forever. And when I add clips, it makes the editing even more, you know, longer and tedious. But I do it because I want to add humor to my content. And that's me. That is who I am as a person. I've said in a previous video that that was one thing I told myself that I will not compromise on, that I was going to be myself. And that is who I am. I am a humorous person. I enjoy humor. I come from a family of jokesters, people who love to joke and laugh. So that is just my personality. So, you know, if that's something that you don't like silliness, if you don't like humor, if you don't like borderline cray cray, then this is not the channel for you, okay? Because Chula is not going to be bland. I am not going to be dry, okay? It's going to be some spice up in there, and it's going to be some silliness. So if you cannot appreciate that, then like I said, you might want to go elsewhere, because you know, we all deal with so much on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes we need to laugh. Sometimes there needs to be some humor, okay? Now, so far, no one has complained so far about my jokes and my silliness, but I know it's coming. I know it's probably coming, but you know, like I said, I'm not going to compromise on that. All right. Okay, so the next point, oh, and let me know down in the comments what you think about that. If you like the clips that I put in, if you appreciate humor, let me know down in the comments, because some people, they want you to just get to the point, okay? It's like, I'm here to see some house plants. I ain't got no time for joking or nothing else. I'm just here for the plants, okay? So let me know down in the comments if that's how you feel. Okay, number 3, I try to avoid making sweeping comments. What I mean by that is saying things like, pond is the best substrate, or potty mix is just nasty. It's just nasty. It has all these gnats, and that's what I mean when I say sweeping comments. Because there's a difference between saying pond is great, or I feel like leca is great, as opposed to saying leca is the best substrate you can be using, or pond is the best substrate. Because that's your opinion. That may be what's best for you, for your environment, for excuse me, for the time that you have in your life that you can dedicate to your plants. That may be the best thing for you, for your plants in your environment. So I always try to say that. If I use pond or whatever, I emphasize that this is what works in my environment. This is what works for me. Because I never want to make people feel like what they're using is inferior, or I don't want to come across like I'm putting someone else's choices down, because who am I to say, you know what I'm saying? I mean, so to each his own. So I really try to avoid making sweeping comments. Okay, so number 4, one thing that I like to do on my channel is I like to invite feedback from my plant family. I feel like feedback is very important because I want to engage my audience. And I invite feedback for two reasons. One, I just mentioned, because I want to engage my audience. And because number two, I want to know what y'all are thinking. I want to know what your opinions are. Yes, I'm the primary one speaking and you're watching, but in a conversation, there's feedback back and forth, you know. And so I want you all to feel like you are part of this. And so that's why I invite feedback, because I really want you all to feel like you're a part of this. Okay. Now, you have to be careful though. You got to be careful what you ask for. Because if you ask for feedback, you keep asking for it, you gonna get it. And it may not be what you want to hear. Because some people are not tactful. Thankfully, I have not really had any really nasty comments. I did have a comment that I was kind of like, okay, but that person was expressing, their opinion. Now, when I comment on other people's channels, I always try to use tact. Okay, so if you don't know what tact is, that means you're just careful about how you say things. Because sometimes it's not what you say, but it's how you say it. Okay, so it's okay if the person asks, if they invite feedback, it's okay to provide constructive criticism. You don't have to just come for people in the comments, because I have read some comments and I just be like, wow. So, like I said, when I do comment on other people's channels, I always try to be positive, because we want to build up. We don't want to tear down. We want to build people up. And if they're inviting feedback, I hear a lot of people say, yeah, I know I'm probably saying things wrong, so correct me. Or if I'm doing this wrong, correct me in the comments. So yeah, they're inviting feedback, but just be careful. Be tactful, when you provide feedback. I myself, I love it. I read all of my comments. Excuse me. I even read the novels. I love it. I'm here for it. And I try my best to respond to every single comment. And I don't care how many followers I may have in the future, because I know we have busy lives, and I know a lot of you have lots and lots of followers, lots and lots of comments, and it can be very difficult to respond to everyone's comment. But, I feel like if you just maybe need to just take a day where that's all you do is just respond to people's comments, because it's kind of like if you invite feedback and people give it to you but then you don't respond, they can kind of feel like, well, why should I even say anything? So that's just something that I personally do and will continue to do. I always try to respond to comments, because I recognize that people don't have to take the time to watch my channel, and they surely don't have to take the time to make a comment. So I appreciate it, and I try to always respond. Okay. So last but certainly not least, and I know I might step on some toes with this one. I might go on a tangent, but here it is. I always like, subscribe, and comment on other people's channels. If I'm sitting up here talking about like, share, and subscribe and comment on my channel, okay, am I liking, sharing, and subscribing on other people's channels? Like, why am I saying that? Why do I feel like that's important? I feel like that is important because everyone needs support. Almost everyone appreciates encouragement, positivity, and support. So if you sitting up there, yeah, like, subscribe to my channel and comment. Do you like, share, and subscribe and comment on other people's channels? So, you know, I try to look at it like this. There are a lot of people who you don't know what it took for them to just make that video and put it out there. There are a lot of people dealing with mental health issues, depression, anxiety. So a lot of people have chosen to become plant YouTubers or plant influencers because it is therapeutic for them. It's something positive that they can do. And it could be very beneficial to them in many ways. And I guess I'm speaking more so to people who are just starting their channels. It's like you're already feeling a certain kind of way. You're already feeling nervous about just starting and just putting yourself out there. And sometimes there's just like no support. There is just no support. Now, I recognize that everyone has their preferences on who they like to watch. Even I do. But I am subscribed to, I probably like 40 plant channels. Okay, and even if it's somebody who I may not be able to watch their videos all the time, if I appreciate their content, I am going to subscribe to their channel. I'm going to like, and I am going to comment, because it's not going to kill me to tell somebody else, hey, you did a really good job. Sometimes people will post their first video, it's a plant tour, and sometimes just for support, I will subscribe to their channel and I will let them know you did an awesome job. Because there are some people who they're just starting out and their content is the bomb. Like, they really do an excellent job. And these are some of the newer ones. And so it's not gonna kill me to tell somebody else, you did an awesome job. I enjoy your content. And imagine if you're one of these bigger influencers and you take the time to comment on a newer person's channel. Can you imagine how that probably would make them feel that you took the time to do that? Because we never want to forget where we came from, because we all have started off at the bottom, okay? Where you only had a couple of subscribers and hardly any views. And it's hard starting out. And we all have been there. So, if we have lots of subscribers now, remember that. Remember where you started from. And just try to be supportive to other people, because if you want people to subscribe to your channel, to comment on your channel, to like and share, then you need to be doing the same. Because it's only going to take you a couple of minutes to say good job. Or if you only got a minute to do the heart and the whatever, or smiley face, you know what I'm saying. You got time to do that. So that's what I try to do, because we're all busy. We're all busy. I'm not sitting up here saying you gotta sit for hours watching people's videos. If you can't watch the whole video, just like it. Or even if you don't intend on watching that person's videos ever again, is it gonna hurt you to subscribe? I mean, really, is it just gonna kill you to subscribe? And then you got people who be lurking, okay? They be lurking. They be watching your stuff, but they won't subscribe. Like, I just don't get that. Like, obviously, you must like it. You watching it. So, is it going to kill you to take your finger and hit that subscribe button? I mean, like, really, is it going to kill you? So, that's all I'm saying. I'm just saying that that's what I like to do. I like to be supportive of other people because I appreciate the support. I want support. I want encouragement too. So I can't expect it, but then I don't want to give it out. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever feel like, oh, well, I have this many subscribers. It's beneath me to comment on this person's uh, page because she ain't even got 1,000 subscribers. Please, I ain't got time for that. No, 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 no. No, let's be humble. I'm not talking to anyone in particular, okay? Not singling anyone out. I'm just sharing my feelings and my thoughts on the whole thing. So let's stay humble. Let's realize where we came from. We all came from the bottom, okay? So let's just be supportive of other people. I mean, plants are a beautiful thing, and we want people to feel welcome. You know, not everybody has the same talents as others. There's actually a scripture in the Bible that says that we should widen out in our affections. And I have heard people say that they only watch certain people's channels and this and that. Okay, that's cool. Like I said before, everyone has their preferences. But remember what you're saying, because it's like if you want people to subscribe to your stuff, then you need to be willing to subscribe to other people's channels. You need to be willing to widen out, because guess what? That new plant YouTuber may be able to teach you something that you don't even know, or you may be able to learn something. You know, I have let me tell you, I have some subscribers that are just the bomb. Like, they have so much experience. They have taught me so much. I even have a particular subscriber. She even messages me on Instagram, just providing constructive criticism. And I appreciate that so much from her, because we all can learn. You know, we don't ever want to get to a point where we think we know everything, so you can learn something from everyone. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised what you can learn from other people. All right, y'all, that is it. I got all of that off my chest. Please, I'm asking for feedback. I'm a big girl. I can take it. I want to know in the comments what you think about what I have said today. If you are in agreement, if you can feel what I'm trying to say. Because I guess the main thing that I'm trying to say is, let's just be supportive of each other. Let's be tactful. Let's think about how we come across to other people. And, if you don't like what somebody is doing and it just bothers you, don't watch their channel. It's just as simple as that. Don't watch their channel. But you ain't got to come in their comments and roast them. You ain't got to just come in their comments and just roast them, okay? If you don't like what they're doing, just don't watch their channel. Simple as that. There's lots of other channels that you may vibe better with, okay? All right, y'all. So thank you for hanging with me. If you did, to the end of this video, as always, I appreciate you all so very much. I appreciate that you just even take the time to watch my videos, to comment. I just really appreciate it more than you know. All right. So if you enjoy my content, yes, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay. That goes for me too. And I can. Now, I may not share as much as I could. I'm not going to lie. But I do like, comment, and subscribe to other people's videos. I do. I can say that with total honesty. All right. Also, check me out on Instagram for more planty content. All right. Okay, y'all, take care. As always, I will see you in the next video. And once again, hooked on houseplants, y'all. Bye. Adios. Hasta luego. Bye, y'all.